Well, do I look a little worse for wear? From the United Center here in Chicago, I'm Dan Kingerski on the Pittsburgh Hockey Now and the National Hockey Now YouTube channels. The Pittsburgh Penguins beat the Blackhawks, as you can see behind me, 5-3 on Sunday night. It was the Penguins' third straight win, but as Mike Sullivan pointed out, in 20 years, the details of the night, or actually the details of how they won, probably won't matter as much as the fact that they won and that Evgeny Malkin played his 1,000th NHL game, joining a very exclusive club of players who have played 1,000 games with the same franchise for their entire career. Now, normally I do these out at ice level, but here at the United Center, there's no longer an ice level. Just about an hour and a half here after the game, there's a basketball court that is mostly assembled. The hoops are up, and the guys are, and the crew, I should say, shouldn't be sexist about it. The folks out there are out there working quickly, so I'm here in the media room, which at this point I've got by myself. I also didn't want to stand outside and do this for various reasons. So let's talk a little bit about not the game. And I think Sullivan dissuaded me from getting too much into the nitty-gritty details of the Penguins' win, because it really wasn't a very good win. If this were any other game, I think I would have ripped them pretty well. It was sloppy. They scored early in the first and second periods, but otherwise were vastly outplayed by the Blackhawks until Sidney Crosby rescued the Penguins. Crosby and Gensel teaming up for the game-winning goal late in the third period. And there was a very quick sense. The Penguins snapped right back after Chicago tied it with about 4 minutes to go. Gensel and Crosby. Crosby goes right to the net, does a backhand around Arvid Lindblom, and that was the winner. Jeff Carter added the empty net. I was struck by the Penguins locker room, and you can read the Penguins locker room story that we posted on Pittsburgh Hockey Now. I was struck by the magnitude of it. You know, Crosby downplayed his 1,000th game. You know, he cracked a joke or two, means I'm getting old or this or that. Evgeny Malkin, I think the memories flooded. I think how his NHL career began, whether you know, I've always heard the story, I guess it's not entirely true, that he had to hide in a broom closet at the airport. The reality was, you know, he was there in line. The team had to give him his passport to get through customs in Helsinki, Finland back in 2006 after strong-arming him to sign another contract with the KHL, and he disappeared for days. There was a manhunt for Evgeny Malkin, and he was hiding in an apartment. You know, and then they got him to Canada, and then they got him across the border into the U.S. for training camp. Didn't speak a lick of English. Scored a goal in his first 6 NHL games, had 7 in total, including that highlight reel goal where he danced through a couple New Jersey Devils and around Marty Brodeur. I think those memories were flooding the Penguins locker room on Sunday night. I think Malkin's son, Nikita, who is 6, maybe just turning 7 very soon, came into the room to read the lineup. Malkin starts. Crosby, Malkin, and Letang have been together for 17 years. It's 17 seasons. That's extraordinary. There was just a certain emotional sense that I think it hit them all on Sunday. And so maybe the sloppy win takes solace in the win more than the sloppiness. I think that's what Sullivan took from it as well. Sullivan said he didn't know how to digest it, and that's probably maybe the best way to do it. Sorry, the low battery thing came on and I couldn't see. So that's the 5-minute Penguins post game. We probably could talk a lot more about Crosby, Malkin, and Letang, but I think you can do that in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe to the Pittsburgh Hockey Now and the NHN YouTube channel. From Chicago, I get to go home tomorrow. I'm Dan King Gursky on the Pittsburgh Hockey Now channel.